It's time for the sequel to the movie that taught me that not only you too can be a bad motherfucker, but also that it is absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, my duty to please that booty. Shaft 2019 is the sequel to the 2000 quasi-remake reboot sequel of the same name. This is the third film titled just Shaft. Getting a little confusing up in this motherfucker. When it comes to the 2000 Shaft movie, I just really didn't care much for it. I thought Samuel L. Jackson was great as the character John Shaft, but the overall execution of the movie just left me pretty disappointed. It took itself way too damn serious, and that just really didn't resonate with me. This time around, we followed Shaft's son, JJ, or John Shaft Jr., played by Jesse Usher. And while Usher isn't awful here, he is definitely the weakest part of the movie. He plays a heightened version of today's 20-somethings, along with all the culture that goes along with someone who's a 20-something in 2019. And while that juxtaposition between the new school and old school is kind of this movie's thing, his character more or less comes across as more of a cartoonish whiny bitch most of the time. And to a degree he's supposed to within the confines of the story. But it's too much, it just doesn't work. They could have toned him down just a little bit and it would have made the overall experience more enjoyable. And then there's his dad, John Shaft, played by Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. Jackson is absolute gold here. His turn as John Shaft is one of the biggest things that made this movie so enjoyable. His character is so ridiculous, and he says things that just absolutely nobody else could. And it's not just the character that couldn't say these things. If you had any other actor in this role, they couldn't say it and get away with it either. But Samuel L. Jackson says it and it just works. He oozes super bad motherfucking cool in this movie and was an absolute joy to watch from beginning to end. Everybody else in the movie does a pretty good job too. Nothing mind-blowing, but nothing awful either. They all do the job that they're there to do. And it looks like they're having a great time doing it, and it shows in the final product. The story here is okay. It gets our characters from A to B like it's supposed to. It's nothing amazing, it's nothing mind-blowing. Honestly, you're probably not going to remember much about the story after you've watched the movie. The execution of the film, though, is what really sells it. Unlike the 2000 version that took itself way too serious, this movie knows exactly what it is. It's a 1970s blaxposition movie made in 2019. The movie never tries to be anything more than that, and that's what makes it work so well. If you go into a movie called Shaft with any other expectations than a 1970s blaxposition film, then you're the one to blame when you don't have a good time. But I really don't see how you can't have a good time with this movie, because this movie is fun as hell. It knows it's absurd. It knows its characters are absurd. The characters know that they're absurd. But instead of trying to take these absurd characters and go a serious route like the other one did, it runs with the crazy and absolutely relishes it. Make no mistake, the characters and the performances in this movie are absolutely what sells it. Yes, the movie's a bit contrived and formulaic, but it is also fun as hell. I was laughing my ass off throughout this whole entire movie, but I was never laughing at the movie, I was laughing with the movie. There are so many crazy ass quotable one-liners in this movie that I just lost track. If you look online at the other reviews this movie's getting, it's kind of getting trash, and I don't get that. This movie was never set up to be some Oscar contender. It was never sold as the next Schindler's List or the fucking Piano or anything. It's fucking Shaft. They're here to ooze super cool and have a fucking good time doing it. And that is exactly what they do. At the end of the day, guys, I don't give a fuck what everybody else says about this movie. I had a great time watching it. So if you guys don't listen to anything else I say in this review, listen to this. You jive turkey, tight ass, nut hugging, pants wearing, can't pry your face away from your dumb ass iPhone screen motherfuckers. Need to cue this motherfucker up in motherfucking Netflix right motherfucking now. Or as soon as it's available. Motherfuckers. So there it is, guys, my review of Shaft 2019. If you enjoyed and want more content like this, hit that subscribe button and help my little channel grow. If you liked what I had to say, give me a thumbs up. If not, let me know in the motherfucking comments below why. And as always, I'll see you motherfuckers next time.
Need your help for a case.
You come in here with your skinny ass jeans, your button-down plaid Gap shirt. Any nigga with two eyes and a dick could read you a mile away.
Please don't use the N-word.
What?
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Jake!
It's damn right.